Together I feel we can do anything, because doing anything with you genuinely feels like doing everything with me. Everything to me, not just with me.
So deep in love, oh yeah, with a wonderful girl.
We met in 2020. The perfect storm, it was COVID. Lockdown was in full swing. Call of Duty dropped for Dansk. Not a square a toilet roll could be found. We were eating turkey dinosaurs and space raiders for supper. People was chopping in pots and pans for the NHS workers. What a time it was to be alive. But with all that excitement, I found myself still wanting more in life. So I jumped in a dating app with minimal expectations. And after 2 weeks and a limited amount of swipes per day, I landed on your page. And it was a match.
Their first date in June 2020 was to go for a drive in Craig's van. It was COVID. It was COVID. It was COVID.
Nice van.
It was new. Do you remember the first day we met, after driving around and stopping for juice at the garage? As you came back towards the van, I knew this was something. I remember saying to myself, Ucha Boosties, she's a bit of me.
At the end of the date, he went into the back of his van and brought out a beautiful bunch of tulips, her favourite flower. Oh, and he also brought out some milk, because she'd forgotten to buy some the previous day. Walking back to her flat, Debbie was in no doubt that Craig was the one. And Craig knew Debbie was the one for him after he dropped her off, and straight away he couldn't wait to see her again. And he called her there and then, even though she'd just left. And from that moment on, they've been inseparable.
So deep in love, oh yeah, yeah, got to be love, baby, baby, baby.
Craig is a real gentleman. Now, by his own admission, he has not always been so, he tells us. But here is a genuinely hard-working, thoughtful, respectful and loyal young man. April, you've done a great job. Craig has a big heart and will go out of his way to help anyone, a trait that is not common in today's society. A kind and caring individual. He has been very supportive of Debbie and of Lorna and I in our recent return home to Scotland. We could see from very early on that these two young people were extremely determined and committed to spending their life together. And we openly embraced Craig into the family. He has indeed, Lorna and I said, become like a son to us.
As we are moments away from starting our own journey as husband and wife, it makes me feel immensely lucky and grateful. I couldn't imagine my life without you. You're kind, funny, determined, hard-working, incredibly good-looking, loyal and exceptionally thoughtful man. I am so proud of what we've achieved, tackled, overcome and learnt together so far, and I'm excited for all the adventures and memories yet to come. Craig, I promise to always love you, in the good times and in the bad, and always be there when you need me, without you ever needing to ask. I vow to always put us first, and no matter the life challenges to come, always be loyal, open and honest. You are my Mr. D, my love, my life, today and always, and I can't wait to be hand in hand as we start this next chapter as Mr. and Mrs. and build our beautifully imperfect, perfect life together. I love you.
I found you in just 2 long weeks of online dating during a pandemic, which I'm now grateful for, because without it, we would have never crossed paths. The COVID bubble gave us nowhere to hide, no false pretense. It allowed us to be real and honest with each other from the start. I love how we accept each other as we are, strengths and quirks, and as my wife, I promise to love you for who you are now and who we become as we grow old together. I promise to you, Mum, Steve and Lorna to be the best husband I can and always be loyal and honest through the good times and the tough times. I don't always use the right words, but I'll always show you how much you mean to me. I promise to continue learning from and with you. I will always appreciate the things you do for me and us, and I will do my best to never take you for granted.
As parents, both Lorna and I are immensely proud of how far our little girl has come. All grown up, she does look truly stunning today on this special day. Lorna and I are extremely proud of our girl's many accomplishments and of the professional young woman she has since become.
I am so happy to declare that you, Debbie, and you, Craig, are now married, and I'm delighted to invite you to share your very first kiss as husband and wife. Woo!
I'm very much looking forward to stepping into our life as husband and wife, ready for some new adventures together. So for my final toast, it's to you and me, Mr. and Mrs. D. I love you today, tomorrow, and as long as life allows, to happiness, health, and having fun.